Welcome, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are officially into it. Are we not? I think we are. So I've got a little bit of company here. Camera next to my fotch. We're going to try something we've never done before here. We'll see if this works. And I was able to put the Bible here next to me. This is not going to be convenient. All right, all we have to do is find the other piece to this. Sucker in. Plug them both in, really? Alright, we're just going to deal with it. We're just going to deal with it that we have the microphone in the way over here. We are reading the other page anyway, so I will scroll in a little bit for you on this. We're reading here the very last couple pages of Revelation, the final pages of the Bible, the 1775-1776 Bible. The 1776 section is the New Testament where Revelation is. So this is really 1776 reading tonight. I'm glad you're here. We're actually doing something a little bit more unique than we usually do, which is giving you an opportunity to see the Bible, and hopefully I'll be able to read it off the screen. I don't know why the hell my camera's moving all of a sudden. Stay there, dude. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get at least as much of this read as possible here. The freaking camera keeps moving. You see that? What's that all about? You're supposed to stay right where you are, my friend. I'm not telling you to move anywhere. Stop moving. You know what? Let me do this. Let's shut that off. Oh, come on. No, you freaking crap. All right, now we got to put it back on. Ah. Come on. All right, we're going to figure this out. I'm trying to get everything working here. Of course, nothing's working the way you want it to work. I thought if I shut the follow off, that may help, but then the whole camera, the gimbal went off. Anyway, so we do have the 1776 Bible. Here, we're going to see if we can get it up on the screen again. Come on, dude. We have to scroll in on it. I think that's it. There we go. There we go. We're back at it. So we have the new reading coming at you. This is, of course, as I always tell you guys, this is Old English. I'm reading in Old English. It's not easy to read in Old English, especially when you don't have any reference point. I never read this before. So I'm going to get this out of the way. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, sorry I don't have a smaller microphone. I usually have my lapel, but it's in the car. This one's here, but it needs to be charged. I should at least get one of them plugged in over here. Maybe we can get this working at some point. Second one. All right, well, anyway, this is what we're working with, guys. Let's read a little bit of the 1776 New Testament, Revelation, the final. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the spirit heaven and the spirit earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of the heavens, saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them. And they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst. What is that? ATHIRS, or athirst. Unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, let's move this sucker up over here. The abominable. This is tough to read over here. Let's see if we can. Oops. Come on. Okay. The abominable, the murderers, and the whoremongers, the sorcerers, the idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And there came unto me one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials full of seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will shew thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations in them, and names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with him had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth foursquare, and the length is as large as a breadth, and not measured the city with a reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length of the breadth of the height of the equal, that are equal. Hold on. Did we get to it? We're all the way over here. All right, where are we? And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel. And the buildings of the wall of it were of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation over jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony. I don't know what the chalcedony is. You guys know what that is? Chalcedony. It's obviously some sort of stone. The fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th a chrysoprase. Guys, what is that one? Chrysoprase. And the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. It's interesting. Somebody was looking through this with they shoot it with these specific light beams that are we can't see, and when you put anything through it, they don't really have a reaction. Everything's like black, like it looks like carbon, including diamonds. But when you put all 12 of these stones that are being mentioned right here in Revelation through that same light system, it's like a rainbow. It looks like unbelievable. I wish I could find the YouTube video I saw on this, but it was interesting just to hear that these stones are very special. These are the most special stones in history, and they'll wind up being that when we can see this other 4D or 5D type of vibe. Anyway, so let's keep us moving along here. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every gate was of one pearl. And the street of the city was pure gold, and it was transparent glass. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. And so we move on to the next page. Now, this is going to be a challenge. There we go. Then we'll just do this. We should just do it this way. We have it zoomed in, so let's just rock and roll it down. I like ye. Okay, so we're going to try our best with it this way. It's going to be tough because okay, so then we go back over here. Okay. It's still sort of not good because and the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. The gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there, and there shall be bring glory and honor to the nations unto it. And there shall be no wife enter it into it, and anything that desoleth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination and maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. Okay, so let's do this because it is easier. And he shewed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the midst of the street of it, on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manners of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more cures, no more curse. And there shall be no more curse. But the throne of God and the Lamb shall be in it. And his servants shall serve him, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. Oof. And there shall be no night, and there need no candle, neither light of the sun. For the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. And he said unto me, These sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord God of the holy prophets sent his angel to shew unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. And I, John, saw these things and heard. This is working out much better than I thought it was going to work out, guys. I heard them, and when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which shewed me these things. Shewed me is weird, but that's what they said. Then faith he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am the fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book. Worship God, and he faith unto me. Seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. And that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and warmongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. I, Yeshua, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. And the Spirit and the bride say, Come, and let him that heareth say, Come, and let him that athirst come, and whoever will, let him take the water of life freely. For I testify unto every man that hearing the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of this book of his prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. He which testifieth, I'm reading in real time here. Guys, when you're reading Old English in real time, he which testifieth these things, faith, surely I come quickly. Amen. Even so come, Lord Yeshua. The grace of our Lord Yeshua Christ, Jesus Christ, be with you all. Amen. And that's officially the final words of the Bible. I don't think I ever read to the last page before. I jumped ahead here, because we read most of Revelation and I released it already as like a read along like this. But I never had the chance to really, do it this way where I don't have to re-edit it later. I could just, cut this into pieces. Um, but the whole thing about adding pictures and then scrolling it while it's like, ugh. This at least, you guys can catch up with where I am on the page. If you are just joining right now, this is the 1775 Bible. This is 1775, 1776 New Testament, which we just read. The last page of the Revelation, which is there's no numbers on this book of how many pages this is, but it's a lot of pages. There's an index right here as well. Let me get to this side, which is kind of cool. Index of the Holy Bible to the Holy Bible or account of most remarkable passages in the books of the Old and New Testament, pointing to the time wherein they happened, and the places of the scripture where they are recorded. So all these things are in here. You got Enoch, and it's interesting. They don't talk about Enoch's like they take his book out of look, Enoch in the 305th year of his age, taken up to God. That's on page 23 and 24. That's pretty cool stuff. But as you guys know, this is where I also stumbled upon some other really cool things. Let's just see if I can get into at least these little side pages here so you can see. These are all the reference pages, though. I think ideal spot is about right here. Yeah, there we go. So we have the index to the Holy Bible. These are all different reference pages all the way through. And then I want to show you something here. We get to tables of scripts, measures, and weights and coins. This is where they talk about what they used this, this time period for, weights, measures, for, coins, how they made coins and how they made change and stuff like that. Like there's a cubit, a span longer than a cubit. They've got a span of lephs, all kinds of weird stuff in here. I never really read through it. Wasn't really that excited about it, but there are other crazy things in here, as you guys know. Like as you get closer to the last page, you've got let me get in here. This is the last page right here. This is the table of kindred and affinity, and this just talks about how you shouldn't marry people like your grandmother and all these random people, your wife's daughter, and all these weird things. A woman may not marry with her, and then all these people they put on here. You guys may have seen this before. But over here, as you guys may or may not recall, this is where my Bible, kind of received worldwide acclaim on YouTube and other channels because I created a piece of content about how I thought there were 13 months. As you can see in the corner here, it's called Viator, up there in the corner, and you have Nisan or Abib, which is March and April. And I also was tying to this whole thing was to me very interesting. First of all, this is really pissing me off over here. Oh, that's why. So I was also tying into the fact that these seem to speak to each month being 2 months. It's kind of like the in between. You start on, like, say, March 15th, and then it goes to April 15th, and then April 15th to May 15th, and then all the way through the year where you see this 13th month, Viator. Now, what I've figured out with Viator is it just means intercalary. And so I want to, first of all, I want to say hi to everybody that's on. Elaine, Many, how are you? World famous Buster in the house. Psalms 119 is good. I'll have to see if I could find that here tonight since we have access now with doing it this way, with shooting it with my camera. I think this is pretty cool. I want to say hi to Virginia and Trish Killian and S. Coop and Kill It and Grill It, and Willard Guard Sue is here with me, and EMA. You guys, if you haven't subbed, make sure you do that. That's my brother. Ron Tyler's kicking it with us right now, and I'm scrolling through to see who else. Mia, this is for Mia tonight, by the way, guys. I've been promising this for a while to many people, but Mia, she's been showing up and being a great sport, coming here when I do my silly, whatever I'm doing with the Photoshop stuff, or when I'm here doing my motivational speaking and playing music, and she's been awesome and a new family member. And I always want to make sure I create content and do things that you guys want. And so Mia's been patiently waiting for tonight. Kill it and grill it, my friend. So I want to just say hi to everybody. If I missed you so far, please say hi quickly before I go back to the screen. Do they have a chapter on Enoch or just a verse or two? You know, that's interesting. I looked through this. There's a couple things that are pretty weird about this, Mia. Like, I figured out that there's something missing because it talks about it talks about what's it called? I can't think of it right now. The additional piece with all the books with Enoch and all that. The apothecary. I can't believe I can't think of this word right now. Apothecra, something like that. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be in there. Ron will tell me what it is in a second, or you will, Mia. Dr. Joey. And it says it's in here, but then when you look for it, it's not. So, in fact, I would like to see what we can find here. First of all, let's see what if we could just open up to something else. And what was this right here? It said something after Colossians. It said something like a little intro here to something I never saw before. Thessalonians. Is this it? Epistle of Paul, the Apostle of Colossians. All right, that wasn't what I thought I saw. Oh, here it is. The first epistle of Paul, the Apostle to Timothy. Huh. All right, what is that, guys? Anything good there? Acts, Romans, Corinthians, Matthew, Mark, Luke. Where are you, John? There you are. Okay, let's just see if we can go. Or is there something we should read in the Old Testament from 1775? That's another whole different thing. Let's do this. Let's talk about Apocrypha. Thank you, Joey. Gosh almighty, I'm like, it's Apocrypha chicken? I think I was thinking Apocrypha chicken. I'm hungry right now. But we had a chance to read at least the end there of the Revelation. I want to see if we can get one more thing in here. Someone give me a page. Give me a page to work with here. Give me something. You see this camera's in the way here. But we can't read the Bible without the camera shooting at the Bible. Well, let's see what we can find here, and then I'll go back to I have to move this into position. Ooh, I want to show you guys this. Dropping stuff. Okay, so this right here is probably one of the coolest things in my 1775 and 1776 Bible. As you can see here, my Bible was owned by Stephen Howell. Stephen Howell was born in 1744, along with Eunice. 1744. They had four children. No, they were married. They had three children. They were married in 1773. That means that he was like 29, right? Yeah, he's like 29. Stephen A., how are you, my friend? They had kids in 73. They were banging it out right away. Remember, we talked about this once before. They got married in January, had a baby in October. So they got right to work. And then they had two more kids. Now, we did the research at one point. You know, I got to figure, I was thinking about actually, I've had many people say you should make copies of this. And it's like, the problem with that, I've always said, is that it would be time consuming to do that. However, it would be something interesting, especially because people really have an interest. And you know, I could probably make it and then just sell it for like $5 or something like that so people could get it. And then I could recoup the costs of doing it, you know, of getting it into some sort of PDF form, you know. So I'm not really sure, but I'm going to try to see if I can figure that part out. Maybe I just, it's so hard right now with time. I don't have any. I'm trying to sell real estate. And then I just kind of do this just because I'm out of my mind. Clearly, I don't know why. I keep showing up daily. But so anyway, this is the Howell family. I found out that the Stephen Howell that's right here on my Bible, right next to the New Testament from 1776, is actually from England. He moved to Sag Harbor in New York, which is about an hour from where I live. Okay, it's more like an hour and a half by car because you got to drive around. It's actually 15 minutes from my house. If I could go across the water, I'd be in Sag Harbor, which is what they would have done back in the 1700s. They weren't rolling with horseback. They're just like, oh, there's land over there. They're just like, let's build a ship and go across. So anyway, he lived in Sag Harbor in New York, and in 1776, I want to say, probably 1770 something, George Washington comes riding into town, and he says, I need soldiers. We're going to war with the British. We're going to try to fight for our freedom. And who's in? And Stephen Howell took up arms and said, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'll fight by your side. And so Stephen Howell, I think he wound up living well beyond the war, but he fought in the war, in the Revolutionary War. And he came back, and he is buried in Sag Harbor, New York. His gravestone is there. I thought about taking this Bible and driving out that hour and a half one of these days and shooting the whole thing and making a piece of content out of it, but bringing the Bible back to its original owner, Stephen Howell, in Sag Harbor. It's been probably 250 years since he's seen it. What could happen? Maybe something interesting would take place, but more just to say a prayer and thank him for his service, because we are here today because of that bravery that he was willing to find within himself. And, I often remark that this Bible that sits next to me, the former Bible of a Revolutionary War soldier, is here with a soldier for today, somebody here who's fighting against the negativity of this world. And I find that having this Bible here is very, very comforting. And it's nice to have such an old manuscript here that speaks to, everybody's perspective at the time and the way things were being read. Like it's interesting to me the way that everything is still, even though it's 1776. The other little side note, this is pretty wild. This was printed in England, okay? You can see right here at the bottom it says printed in Cambridge by Archdeacon University Press, John Archdeacon, and this is printed in 1776. So this basically was being printed while the British were fighting the Americans, or the colonies, to try to keep their colonies. And we were like, no way, we got God on our side. And we wound up winning the battle, clearly. But this Bible was printed there, brought here between that period of 1776 to 1783. It looked like he started putting the information in here. Who knows when he wrote that information in here? Because you see the last entry, 1784, when Stephen Howell, the junior, was born in September of 1784. So pretty cool to have a Bible here with handwriting from 1784, from the 1780s, and it's here in my house here in 2025, and I love being able to share that with you. And whether or not you guys have an interest in the Bible, this is a piece of history right here. The words in it, but also this is somebody's heart and soul and family, their family lineage is right here in this Bible. And so something pretty cool. Yes, World Famous said too, back then documenting births and marriages, that's all what you'd see in the Bible because they didn't have a way to keep records. So they'd put it in the most important document in the house, their Bible. And so you'd always see something like this at the beginning of the New Testament or end of the Old Testament, because there was a blank page there that you could write personal information, family information. As you can see here, this is the final page, I want to say, or in between page. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's a full blank page. But right here, as you can see, you see this right here. I think that the Apocrypha was right here, and it was ripped out. And you could see there was a piece, there's a one piece left, because this is all like, this is real papyrus or whatever, papyrus. Look, right here. Um, Bought in 1783. You see that? Oh, you can't see that. It says right here, bought 1783. So they bought this in 1783. They wrote their family tree in there in 1784 when the last of their children was born. The owner of this Bible is buried in Sag Harbor, New York. I don't know exactly where the cemetery is again, but I wonder if I did the research like I did last time, we could probably find him and reunite the former owner with his Bible, at least over a prayer, and filming it, just in case there's EVPs or anything else, you know. I mean, this is a pretty powerful document to bring around the guy who used to, like, he wrote his family's, you know, the birth. And I don't know, there's no deaths in here. But so basically, we're in the 1775 Bible here. This is the Old Testament. And I don't know if I should just read something. What's Zephaniah? What is Zephaniah? Anybody know? I'm sure you guys know what Zephaniah is. This right here, just a little side note, kind of cool. We're talking about history. That is a harmonica. Wesley, how are you, my friend? That is a harmonica that my grandfather owned. I got like 3 or 4 of my grandfather's instruments. What the freaking hell is that? Do you see the... Dude, that like harmonica is glowing. Does anybody else see that? The colors, like green and purple and all that crazy. Does anybody else see that, or is it just me? That's my grandfather's harmonica right there. What in the freaking heck? That's pretty odd. Oh, hold on a minute. I think I got an idea. No, that's... All right, so not really sure about that, but my grandfather's harmonica, which is glowing very weird at the moment, I have his harmonica. I've got his saxophone. I've got his organ downstairs. And he was a self-trained musician as well. I remember hearing him play music when I was a little boy. He passed when I was 7, but I used to lay on the floor in New Jersey where he would play his organ at night. And he improvised music just like I did, or just like I do. And one of these nights, he wrote this song. I still hear it in my head. It's like, dun, 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 and I figured it out on his organ, and like I'm rocking it out. And I don't even know, like just like everything else, I just play music. I play beats, but I found it, and so I just have this great memory of him as a child, how he loved music like I do. We both came from the same kind of belief that all music is felt, and you can just kind of bring things to life. There's an interesting story about this harmonica specifically. My father said when he went into the music store to buy this, he just was like trying it out. And so he took it and he's just rocking on it, you know, just like feeling it out. And some guy came over and he's like, "Oh, wow, that's so great. You know, can I pay you to teach me how to play it?" And my grandfather goes, "This is the first time I've ever played." And I was like, "Yep, sounds about right." You know, so like totally the craziest thing when you have family members that have that. Well, not even, it's when stuff like this. You could be anything. That's right. I wrote this, figured that out last night, but so this is crazy. This is what, I bet you my grandpa would get going on the organ in this. I'm in trouble. Try to dig myself out from all the rubble. I'm in trouble. Right? So basically, again, just the side note is that we're holding up the 1775, 1776 Bible with my grandfather's harmonica, which I'm blessed to still have. Because you lose things like that. And honestly, it was not going to come to me. It was like I'm glad my aunt gave it to me before she passed. And my grandfather, he was definitely somebody I don't have too many memories of, but that music piece is something I still hold on to. So, yeah, I'm getting some weird vibes of my harmonica at the moment. Like I got nothing in the room that's shining like that, guys. It looks like fire on the bottom, too. Like, do you see that? Like, the bottom part looks like fire. That is so crazy. Like, I'm not one for being like, you know, but what is that? Like, it's crazy, all those colors, and then it's fire on the bottom. It's on fire. Oh, it's on fire because the fire behind it. Guys, it's because it's going through the fire. Hold on, I think I can fix this. I don't think there's anything nefarious or anything weird going on. Hold on, I'll prove it. I'm going to prove it to you right now. Watch this. Ha 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 ha! I fixed it! Nothing weird. Yes, thank you, Stephen A. I had to shut off the keying. I have, because I got the green screen. So when you have the green screen on, it takes anything that's green, because you can see there's a tiny bit of green that's reflecting off of the green screen. So like Stephen was saying, you got the fire popping through from the background, and you didn't hear it crackling because I shut that feature off. Anyway, so guys, I think we had enough. I mean, honestly, I can't really get too deep into this because I don't know anything else here. Jonah. You remember Shona? All right, let's just read chapter 3 of whatever this is. This is Zephaniah. Do you guys know about Zephaniah? Nothing magical about it. You're right, S. Coop. There's nothing that magical about that. All right, so let's just see if we can do this. Okay, we're going back. Oh, gosh almighty, dude. Trying to see. Oh, I could do Zephaniah like this, guys. I figured it out. We're going into it. Zephaniah. Sometimes you just need a moment to figure it out. The word of the Lord which came unto Zephaniah, the son of Cushi, the son of Gedaliah, the son of Amariah, the son of Hezekiah, the days of Josiah, the son of Amon, the king of Judah. I will utterly consume all things from off the land with the Lord. Faith. Is that faith? I can't see what that is. Saith the Lord. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven, and these fishes of the sea, and the stumbling blocks and the wicked. I will cut off man from off the land. Faith the Lord. Guys, saith the Lord. Guys, can somebody please, this is the stuff I have a hard time with. That's why I almost think where I have to start at the beginning of the Bible and be like, what are we doing over here? Because I don't understand a lot of this. I don't understand a lot of the stuff that's going on here. And when I hear them saying weird old English, then I really get lost. I'm trying to see if I can. All right, there we go. So trying to figure out how to do it, without getting lost in there. Yeah, I'm definitely into having the book for sure. So I think we are pretty much good for this evening on the Bible. We'll do some more soon, guys. Just remember, though, we do have the unique ability to appreciate this vintage, the 1776 New Testament. And as you guys know, the Old Testament's from 1775. So I guess we're back to normal screen, except for there's a camera in my face. But sometimes you have to do it. They didn't make it easy to read on purpose. Stephen's not wrong on that one. So let me just move this out of my way. I'm going to quickly pop something on and just say thank you guys, obviously, for being here with me. Oh, goodness. It's a go-away situation. Partially because, we'll do one thing. Guys, you got to at least play one song for the fam and friends while they're here, you know? And Barella was asking for it earlier. He said, Mark, you going to play at least one song? You got it, Barella. So, guys, I hope you remember that tomorrow at 11 a.m., the Photoshop version 3 or volume 2 is releasing, and I'm hoping to see you there. I'm going to give you guys the link, and if you can't make it, I mean, what in the freaking heck, right?
You blow, you drop the show every night, and no, we're trying to get into the jam, and you just destroy it, you do. You take away my bandwidth, you do. I can't get through, it's what I'll try to do, yeah, but I won't know, 'cause you got all the power, yes you do, and I'm all alone, and you're thankful you are, you do, beautiful. The death of many creative folk you've been on the last few years, oh, you too, I got a message for you. You can't create a thing, no, you just kill those that are doing what you need to fill your void. You got a bunch of people in the back room, can't create a thing, telling you what you should see. It's just funny, really. They don't have a creative bone. They decide what you can see, what you should see, yeah. The black ties on, they just drop the agenda they want on you. You'll never see me again, no. It's their plan, it's how they stand in this moment. Yeah, they got to own it. They keep our ending of the game changers. Yeah, welcome to the real world. I'm here every day. I won't stop. No, you can't stop my show, but I'm recording now, so this moment will go through time. Yeah, I won't let your lies get the most of me. No, I'm gonna row through the wild raging waters. I'm gonna fly against the wind. I'm gonna make it through anything you put in front of me. I won't stop now. You can go. You can't get the best of me, no. Your hatred of me, it is acknowledged. I don't care. I'm going to share the love and light. The moment has for me the black ties on. They just drop the agenda they want on you. You'll never see me again, no. No matter how many souls you'll let see, they want to keep us apart. Yeah, they don't want you to find the 432 hertz connection. You can get to it. Yeah, I write everything here in the moment. I won't stop, no. So welcome to my show. You can subscribe if you want. You'll still never see me. They won't share. Do they care? No. But I keep showing up, so They can blow their brains out first before I quit, 'cause I want. So who'll be here with me tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day? I'm gonna play a song. Will you be here when I do? Probably not. You don't even know who I am after 5 years in a row. Where's fucking Guinness Book of World Records anyway? I've been here every day since 2018. It's so crazy to even say it, and no one even knew it. Oh, oh. Welcome to my show. Hope to see you tomorrow. You blow, you drop the show.
I can't believe I had the mute on for that whole thing. I was freaking tearing, and it's such a nice way. It was so pretty, and then you missed it all. I thought you heard it until the very last moment. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had it on mute. So I have to at least do one more thing to just add a little a little flavor in your ear. Because you can never give up, guys. You know that. You never give up. 432 hertz coming at you.
Take a look in the Daily Monday. Waiting for a moment to break away from the pain. So lost we all are throughout our days. Not really sure which way to turn. Every day is a new day, is new decisions to be made. You can't sit still or you expire anyway. So you can give up, it's up to you. But I think you got more to you. I'll be holding on. I'll be holding on. I'll be holding on. Take me away. Take me far away. Close your eyes. Wake up, a new day reborn. You can do anything. No, I'll be holding on. I'll be holding on. Holding on to the threads of myself every day. I can't live in the past, but it haunts you wherever you go. So you try to run faster and faster, and you always stand still. that I'll be holding on. Oh, I'll be holding on. 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 I'll be holding on, yeah. I'll be holding on. 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 Tangled up in the web of the day. Walk along, droning on and on. You're just keeping beat. You lose your feet, fall down. You're looking up. See the world pass you by. Caught up in things you can't change. I'll be holding on. No. Oh, I'll be holding on. 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 I'll be holding on.
Oh, that song gets me every time.
Another song created live in the moment.
Oh, goodness. Steven, absolutely. Always holding on. That is accurate. And it's important that we all do that. You know, the music just keeps flowing on this show. So if you want to come back tomorrow. We're doing it again. Never took a lesson in my life. Oh, goodness. So, hope you guys enjoyed the Bible, the music, all the good stuff. Me, I hope you enjoyed the read. We will be doing more. Now that I know that that works, we'll be doing more reading, and I want to get some specific stuff to read for you guys. But hopefully we at least filled the quench the thirst for a little bit of 1775, 1776. And some music on top as well. I'm so upset that first song I played for you guys, I added the best background guitar and I'm rocking on it. And I'm like, this is killer. And then I look up at the very end and I realize, oh my goodness, I have the whole thing muted. And I'm like, well, maybe it got through something. Nope, it's muted. That thing's dead. It's dead. But at least the song is rocking without, but would have been cool. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Remember, tomorrow, 11 a.m., let me give you the link real quick. I will be premiering volume 2 of our crazy new Photoshop concept, which is, I guess my son was like, it's been done. And I'm like, I haven't seen anybody. I know this guy, James, I did it maybe 2 years ago or a year ago. I did on the show when I was doing the comedy news every night. I showed a bunch of his Photoshops and I loved the idea. I was laughing my crazy head off. And then all of a sudden recently I joined one of the groups thanks to MODOK. And I was like, I could do this. Some of these people are putting crappy stuff out there. And I was like, let me just make one. And then I made like 50 in like a second. And they're crazy, like, I mean, you guys tell me, is this crazy or what? What are we doing over here? Put a t-shirt on my neighbor, right? You see that freaking neighbor, like Dracula lives, right? I mean, what are we talking about over here? You murdered somebody tonight. Please put a t-shirt on my neighbor. You guys know he murdered someone tonight, right? You saw that guy. What are we talking about over here? This is probably one of the best ones. It got 0 views so far, 4 views so far. I'm just going to give you this just because it's a funny little short. If you like it, just give it a little like-a-roo. And this to me is just an example of sometimes how you can do a really good job for people. Can you please remove the thin guy on the left? I'm too cute on the right, and he cheated on me. You guys know we don't like cheaters. Like, freaking hate cheaters more than anything in the world, right? So be honest out there if you're a cheater, you bastards. And this is what I said to him in response. Sure, now you can send this to the cheating scum. Tell him I upgraded. Just wanted to wish you and your dirty dong good luck. This guy's the dirty dong. That guy, and it's Ronaldo, right? I didn't know he swung that way. But sometimes you find out on the Mark Pires show. What do we have next, Mark? Can you please remove the thin guy? So, guys, I don't know. It's so silly. That's the one you're going to see tomorrow, by the way. You're seeing these from tomorrow. I'm dropping little shorts of them now. So hopefully you guys come tomorrow to watch the full 7-minute episode. And I'm working on another one. Now, guys, we want to help. That's what we're here to do. Make sure you help. Right? I figured he needs a bear. Like, they're missing a bear. So now they have the bear. Please Photoshop. Callie said, guess what my son has in his contacts on his phone? Crazy later. You just love it. They'll get over it. Trust me, you're so funny. Callie, you're right here in my back, right here in Fairfield with me too. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, in general, no matter what, it's always going to be like this to me. I don't care who you are in the world. This could be one of the funniest bits ever. I'll give it to you guys if you want to give it a like. And then this is not the important one. I'm going to give you the link right now to what's happening tomorrow at 11 a.m. And the follow-up was, just tell her that you ordered the small fries and send her the proof. Here you go. So this guy over here, he says, Photoshop the chips off my plate. My wife thinks I'm on a diet. And the follow-up was, just tell her that you ordered the... It's just goofy stuff, right? You got to get goofy with it. The link right here, it's right in the chat for you guys. Do me a favor if you can. Hit that link right now. And just hit the bell for tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. when we watch the premiere of Hilarious Photoshop Requests, Volume 2. Volume 1 is up. If you guys want that, that was from earlier today. I'm just going to quickly give that to you and then I'll show you what the first 30 seconds look like. This is what you guys should be in for. This is a fun one. She said, hey, you know, I'm always taking pictures in this room. Put me somewhere else for a change. Thank you. You got it. Happy to help here. This is what we do, is just help you get a little bit more perspective. Better location for you, you know? Oh, goodness. You know, you got to get that selfie. Oh, man. You know, sometimes when you're trying to get the selfie and then you're there in a bull ring, you know, it's kind of on you at the end of the day. This girl here, she said, can you guys do me a favor, please? Oh, goodness. So, you know, guys, we're in it. We're doing it. And that, my friends, if you want to watch the whole thing, that's the link right there to watch the one that just was dropped tonight. Oh, Modoc, I saw you are the best. And I saw somebody watched and left a comment. I have to go on there, and I just got caught up earlier. But, guys, that's how it's done. I drop a piece of content and you share it with somebody. You know, Modoc's been killing it that way. And this is all Modoc's fault. You have Modoc to blame for me allowing my creativity to unleash on Photoshops. Modoc! He's like, hey, Mark, why don't you join this Photoshop group? Then all of a sudden I'm seeing like 50 come through, and I'm like, what is this? And then I was like, this is fun. Someone did one thing funny, and I was like, ooh. And then I just went nuts. Stephen A., you're the best. Oh, goodness. Yes, watch that tomorrow morning at 11. It's going to be awesome. I'll be in the chat with you guys watching it. And I'm already working on Volume 3. I'm halfway through it right now. And then, of course, we have to start making more. So Volume 4 or 5, I keep going. If it takes off, we'll see. It doesn't seem like there's a lack of content for that because people are asking over and over. Someone's like, do your worst, do your best. And I'm like, man, I haven't gotten to them yet, but I can't wait to blast these things and just go in there and get creative on them. So let's see where we go with this. And if we can do some other creative stuff. I'm not the best in the world with Photoshop, but I think that's what makes it kind of funny, is just making them goofy and doing a decent job. So, like the guy who he got his tongue stuck on the flagpole. You'll see that tomorrow. That's just nuts. I mean, just the reference. You know, you got to go with the reference. Anyway, guys, I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's see who's on with me. If you can, say goodnight. You got to go or forever hold your peace. Cali, Emergency Management Associates, Ron Tyler, Jessica C. in the house, Mia, daughter of Yahweh's kicking it with me. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Modoc, Rough Stock, the reason we have Photoshop fails, S-Coop, thank you so much for sharing links. You are the best mod in the whole world. Stephen A., so happy to have you here, brother. Thank you for appreciating the music, 432 hertz, and there's 209 songs. If you're ever just driving in the car and you're trying to figure out what to listen to, just type Mark Pires in on Spotify, or you can go to iTunes and support a brother and buy any one of my 16 albums. All of the songs were written live right here on this show. You can also go push play on any show over the last 2,238 days in a row, something like that, and push play. You're going to find some song I wrote, played some crazy music, and all of it was the moment taking place. This is why I think if someone does connect with my music, what should resonate most is the fact that you're watching a real moment take place. It is the most authentic thing in the world you will ever find, is when you see me playing music, because there was nothing, and then there's that thing you're watching, and those words that are coming out, and the hook, and this. This is a song I wrote live here on the show. This is on one of my albums. You got to go away. You Gotta Go Away. I wrote this song, and it's like the perfect ending to every single show. But I wrote this. This is one of my... You got to go away. And if you... By the way, this song... You got to go away now. This song is a ghost. It's about a ghost that's chasing me through a house. It's the craziest song I wrote, live in the moment. And it was like the night of, like, I was telling a couple ghost stories from when I was as a realtor. And then I wrote this. Go and listen to it. It's called Go Away Right Now. It's on my YouTube channel or on iTunes, Spotify, all the good stuff. Tomorrow. I hope to see you guys for more. 11 a.m. right here, my friends. Right here. You got to go away. Content never ends here on the Mark Pires Show. This is not the end. Not the beginning. It's just the beginning of the end of the beginning. Whatever the hell that saying is. It wasn't in the Bible. You got to go away. Leviathan. You can watch Leviathan. They say it at the end. See you guys tomorrow. Amara.